Pakistan's all-weather ally China is in military confrontation with India since April this year. Several reports suggest that after receiving strong backlash from Indian Army at the line of actual control, China is now attempting to leverage support from Pakistan-based terror outfits to create chaos and mayhem in India. A report.
China for a decade blocked the listing of Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar as a global terrorist under the United Nations sanctions regime. China's support to Pakistani terrorists was seen as a way for Beijing to keep its hold on its all-weather ally Pakistan, a hostile neighbor to India. And now, when India and China are having a fierce face-off at eastern Ladakh sector of India, a collusion between Pakistan and China against New Delhi is being seen as the most possible Chinese game plan against India. To serve its mischievous purpose, China has now turned towards Pakistan's ununiformed army, that is, the terrorist. Along with the heavy deployment at India's eastern Ladakh sector, reports suggest that China is also planning to use terrorism to target India and is also attempting to revive terrorist groups in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir to unleash terror against India. The Chinese supporting Pakistan-based terrorism against India is not a new thing, and experts suggest that the main reason behind this support is to restrict India's growth as the most powerful Asian nation.
The Chinese have always tried to use Pakistan to wage battle against India. Now, this has been part of the larger Chinese design to use Pakistan to fight a proxy war in India, so that India is kept straight-jacketed to South Asia and cannot really become an Asian power and subsequently a world power.
Reportedly, the Chinese army is holding talks with Pakistan-based terror organization Al-Badr to incite violence in Jammu and Kashmir. Al-Badr is a defunct terror group which was born out of Hizbul Mujahideen in 1998 after the ISI encouraged terrorists to operate independently. Now China is attempting to bring it back to life while it is simultaneously urging Pakistan's Secret Service agency, the ISI, to send additional battle-hardened terrorists.
China has supported all terrorist activities which have emanated from Pakistan. However, since last year, once Article 370 was revocated and once the Union Territory was formed, both Pakistan and China found themselves in a very, very sticky situation because peace has finally returned to the Union Territory now. And because peace has returned and because there is no violence, their nefarious designs are getting nipped in the bud. They are trying to revive this terrorism again.
Reportedly, the Pakistan-China axis is also looking for a two-front attack against India. While Pakistan has moved 2 divisions of troops along the line of control in occupied Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan, reports also suggest that there have been a series of meetings between Chinese and Pakistani officials in recent weeks, followed by a large deployment of troops in Gilgit-Baltistan. Pakistan's agenda behind the heavy deployment is to infiltrate terrorists into Jammu and Kashmir, and simultaneously China could use this situation to its advantage, since an increased pressure in the valley would lead to divided attention of Indian government between Ladakh and Kashmir, and hence both China and Pakistan can achieve their nefarious agendas against India. Experts, however, believe that such multifaceted planning to hurt the peace and stability of India will only fall flat at the hands of the Indian defense systems.
As far as Pakistan-based terror groups are concerned, it has always been the consistent endeavor of Pakistan to push as many of these terrorists which are currently in occupied Kashmir into the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir to create trouble. Now, they are also pushing in terrorists from Gilgit-Baltistan. What the Chinese are now thinking is, if somehow internal disturbances within the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir can be exacerbated or if violence develops, then the Indian attention will actually be diverted to the valley, and the pressure will ease in eastern Ladakh.
There have been a number of discomforting occasions where China extended its support to Pakistan and countered India's moves to question and deter Pakistan's strategy of terrorism. And now, when China is facing problems in eastern Ladakh, where for the first time the policy of salami slicing of Indian territories has been challenged, it has once again turned to seeking help from Pakistan's strategic assets, the terrorists.